Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I think today I want to do a fairly small house. Little sneak preview for something that's coming up in a couple episodes. But this house is massive. It is like a multi-day project in real life because it's so big. So while we wait for that, I think I want to do one of these really small houses. Let's go ahead and do the abandoned house right here. It's fairly small. It's only 37 square meters, 1 floor, 4 rooms. Should be easy enough. Let's pop over there and just kind of see. It's so small that it should be pretty quick. We might even be able to do the whole thing together, except for probably the cleaning. But if you don't want to put a house up for sale, maybe you'd rather move here. Yeah, I already know all about having a home office game. I already have an office in a different house. I moved into the summer house. But yeah, so this is the place. Looks like the yard is basically just, needs to be mowed. Nothing too crazy. As for the interior, though, looks like we've got a fair amount of junk and clutter. All the doors are going to have to be replaced. Okay, so we've got like a little kitchen, a very small one. We've got a bathroom that's pretty small as well. We have a room here that could be kind of a living room space. And then we've got a bedroom. So we could open this up, bust out this whole wall, and make this like a kitchen and living room, which I think is probably the thing to do. Then we have our bathroom over here and our house, or our bedroom. I think that's probably going to be the plan. But first things first, we got to get the whole place cleaned up because it is a mess. So, cleaning montage time. Okay, my friends, I got the house all cleaned up and looking good. We got the yard all mowed and all that kind of good stuff. So I think it is time to start working on the inside. We did go ahead and take out those walls. First things first, I think we want to do hardwood floors in here. Probably something fairly bright is kind of what I'm thinking. We can maybe even go essentially with the same floor tiles that are already in here, this pine. Let's just see if there's anything else I like a little bit better. And I don't think there really is. I think we can just do the pine. This should be perfectly okay. And we're just going to do that. It's the same floor panels as what is already in here, but it's actually, like, new and doesn't look awful. So we'll do that. in this little section. I think the bedroom, though, I want to go with carpet. And we'll just do white carpet because it's easy and goes with everything. So there we go. Carpet floors for that. And then the bathroom, let's just go with like a nice white tile of some sort. One thing we want to keep in mind is that the profit margins for the really small houses like this one are super, super thin. So we want to go cheap if we can. So let's just go with like something like this. Just plain old white ceramic tiles. There you go. We're going to go with a lot of like cheap furniture, cheap walls, all that kind of stuff to keep our costs down. Because we don't want to have another situation like with the first office where we actually lost money on the place. So yeah, I think next up we want to do interior doors, and we went with black for the front doors. So let's just go with something similar. Okay, that's the only door from that set. It doesn't have an interior one, so I guess we'll just go with this one. Seems to be the cheapest interior door. Oh, actually, this one does. $67. That's super cheap. And we'll just go black wood. Handle can stay, frame black. There we go. So these will be our interior doors. Put one there. Put one there. There we go. All right, next paint. I think for the walls in here, let's go with like a gray beige. Medium should be enough to do the whole thing. We'll go with like a gray beige in here. I think in here, we'll go white. Actually, we might do something different. Let's hold off on that for the bathroom for now. Yeah, let's just paint this. Let's paint this room and see what we think. But I think gray beige is good. The reason I want to go gray beige is because there are a number of tiles from the HGTV set, or DLC, that have, that allow you to use gray beige as an option for like the upper half. That's how you get that kind of like halfway up the wall tile that only goes to like about here or so, and then the top of it is paint. I'll show you in a little bit once we get to that point, but basically, and I really wish that that was a more of a color picker type thing where you choose the tile and then you can just choose any color to go with it, and also that it went with every single tile in the game. That's like one of the big things that I want for House Flipper 2 when it comes out later this year, is for a lot of the like customization options on furniture and tiles and paints and like all this other kind of stuff. One of my biggest things on my wish list is for a lot of that stuff to be way more universal. So like right now there's a ton of different like furniture in the game. For example, say you do like a wooden chair, right? But then you'll have wood options that are available on some wooden chairs, but not all of them, right? Like one of them might have, I don't know, dark mahogany, and then a different wooden chair just doesn't. And I wish that like all the wooden chairs would have all of the wood options and all of the various wall tiles would have all of the paint options and so on and so forth. You know, this is a constant complaint with basically all building games ever, is why more options, please? Why are you preventing me from having options for things that make sense, right? In Minecraft, it's like, why are there not slabs and stairs for all the things? In House Flipper, it's like, why do only some wall tiles have, you know, if we go to wall tiles, why can I do halfway up the wall with white porcelain tiles and go beige gray, but I can't go halfway up the wall with, I don't know, gray stone cladding? That makes no sense, right? Like, I should be able to go halfway up the wall with both of them and choose a paint color, but it won't let you do that. It's super annoying. But anyway, so there we go. We got this room painted. Let's do the bathroom, I guess. We'll get this knocked out real quick. I think I'm just gonna go with white walls in here. We're gonna keep it real simple. And then we'll use maybe like a backsplash wall on one of these with tiles and then like towels and accessories and things like that to add some color to the bathroom so that it's not just all completely white. Some plants, you know, etc., etc. There we go. And then we do this little bit up here. These still technically need to be painted. Okay, there we go. Bathroom painted. I don't need 2 light switches in here. I don't know why there was a second light switch. As for the bedroom, this is an interesting one. What kind of... We have so many color options. And as for what to pick... I mean, my natural inclination is always to go for a nice neutral color like beige or white or like a light gray, something like that. But I'd rather do something that's a little more exciting for this small house. So let's maybe go with like a nice deep purple, maybe? Like, how's this warm plum look? What color does this come out to? I don't know if I'm loving that. What about this one? This is a bit darker. That's better, but I still don't really like it, to be honest. Not as the only bedroom in the house. Let's maybe go with something that's a little bit more neutral. Maybe like a yellow. Yeah, let's try maybe like this bumblebee color and see how this looks. This might work. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll work. Let's go with that. It's not my normal beige, brown, you know, gray, white, etc., but it's not like it's light enough that I think it will make for an interesting bedroom. Depending on the other colors that we decide to use. So I think I'm good with this. There we go. Let's do a little of that. Get the windows all fixed up as well. Gotta do the interiors. Technically, for the house, you don't actually have to do the inner bits of the windows. Like, the buyers don't notice. They don't, like, recognize those as frames, I believe. But I do them anyway, because otherwise it looks awful. And I'm doing this because I want the house to look pretty. So, like, that's the whole point of me playing this game. Once you reach a certain point in the game, money kind of becomes meaningless anyway. So who cares what the buyers think? As far as blinds go, we have a lot of blinds in this house, and we are just going to go with one closed blind in the bathroom. Like so. That way we will have that done. And then last, the rest of them will just be open blinds, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just going to keep it super, super simple because, again, we're trying to keep the house very inexpensive and not spend a ton of money on stuff. Because I don't want to lose money on the house, which is, you know, always a very real possibility if you do what I did, which is gut the entire thing and basically reinstall all of your various furniture and cabinetry and surfaces and blah, 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 blah from scratch. So, cheap stuff. Okay, there we go. So we got our blinds, we got all of our paint colors, and all that kind of stuff. Let's do the bathroom first, because this should be relatively simple. We have room for a sink, a toilet, and a shower. I think we will start with the shower. Again, we're trying to keep it cheap, so we're going to go with this shower because it's also, I think, the only one that will actually fit here. So we're very limited in our shower options, unless I want to rearrange the bathroom, but that would also mean uninstalling all of the like hookups for the shower and the toilet and the sink and stuff and reinstalling them, which would cost me money. So like, I think we're going to keep it where it is. I think it's like it's kind of interesting because on one hand, if you have a cool idea for a design and you have enough money in the game, like, I feel no guilt whatsoever about ignoring the buyers to do something that I think it'll be cool, even if it ends up, you know, air quotes, costing me money. But at the same time, I also do like to kind of keep the cost consideration into, like, as part of it, because it is a game about flipping houses, and you know, it makes happy juice in my brain when I see at the end, when we sell the thing, that I made a bunch of money. You know, I need that dopamine hit. Okay. So anyway, there we go. Throw in just a regular old standard toilet, and then for the sink, we'll go a little bit more complicated. I'm kind of leaning towards one of the Manalo sinks. It's a little bit more expensive, but I think that's probably okay. We could do like a Manalo sink here. Ooh, maybe not. We could do... Is it this one? No, we need the right. Here. So we could do something like this and just wedge it right up against the wall. Give us plenty of space to get to our counter, or our toilet, I should say. And there we go. Oh, also, by the way, that reminds me, installing all of these fixtures, right? The little like mini game you have to play. For those of you who have said that you decided to play the game, you decided to buy the game on Steam and play it yourself, go into your settings and under gameplay, assemble mode, change this to easy to reduce the number of steps. Because it's not really like something that makes the game harder. It's just something that makes the game more tedious. So, yeah, change that setting to easy in your actual game settings. It will make you happier. Let's see. I don't think that can be centered. I think we might need to use a Manalo mirror. Oh, that's still pretty cheap. We'll just go like right about there. That seems about right. Actually, I think it needs to scoot just one to the right, maybe? It's hard to say. No, we'll... Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Yeah. We want it centered above the sink. So there we go. We've got our little bathroom. We do need to get this place all lighted up. Let's just go lights, ceiling lamp, scroll all the way to the bottom, and we'll just grab... That's really expensive. I'd like something cheaper, if I can. Maybe this one. I'll go with that. Yeah, that'll do nicely. And then we just need some decorations in here. So first things first, let's grab some towels. And we'll use this one because it comes in nice, pretty colors. Let's go maybe blue. And we'll put that right about here, I think, next to the shower. And then we'll go decorations, pictures, paintings. Let's see if we can find like a nice light blue painting of some sort that's not hundreds of dollars by itself. We want something cheap. One of these would probably work. Maybe this one. How big is this? Yeah, that might be okay. What about this? I don't know. I'm not loving it. Let's keep looking. Ooh, this should work. Perfect. Let's go medium size. Yeah, that's a little more what I had in mind, size-wise. That'll do. Cool. And then we'll go towel or toilet paper. Gotta have that. It's obviously quite important. And then we'll just grab a rubbish bin, as the Europeans refer to it as. There we go. So little trash can. We got a whole little shower area. Yada, yada, yada. Everything is good. Bathroom is done. Excellent. So now we could do the bedroom. And I think we can probably do this together as well. The hardest part is going to be finding the right bed. So let's look at beds. We need something that goes with yellow. And we need something that's not absurdly large. How big is this? That's probably a bit too big. Although you could put it like here. Skip the bedside table. But I don't think that's what we want to do. I think we want to go with a slightly smaller bed. What about this one? Yeah, that's a little better. That'll let us fit in. That'll let us fit in some stuff. And we'll maybe go like this white and gray. Like so. Yeah. And then we need bedside tables. And we need them to be very thin. Is this going to be too big? Yes. What about this one? Those I think would fit. Yeah, okay. We have found our bedside tables. We just got to get them right up against the wall. Because they just barely fit, but they do fit. That's the important thing. Then we need a dresser. Or a, that's right, chest of drawers. And we want to keep this super cheap, so, and we don't really have a ton of space. Will this fit here? Oh yeah, there we go. So we'll put that like here in front of the bed. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll put a small desk. If I can spell. There we go. We'll put a small desk in here too. Nothing big. We just need something real tiny. Something like this, perhaps. Just so that there is a very small workspace with a chair. And we want to grab a wooden chair. Preferably a patterned wooden chair, if I can find it. I'm just looking through options. I don't like any of these. Furniture, we're actually looking for dining room furniture for this. I'm looking for something like this. This might actually work. Does this come in cedar? It does. And then we just need a pattern that I actually like. I guess we'll go with this. This is fine. Just put that right there. Just so there's a little desk. We need lights. And we can go with that same ceiling lamp that we used before, because it's this nice sort of warm color, which I think is great. And then I'll just have to do some like decorating and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to keep working on this for a little bit, and I'm going to get the living room and kitchenette knocked out, and then we'll see how it looks. All right, my friends, I think I've got the house pretty much finished up. So this is our living room and kitchenette. We've got kind of a nice little kitchen area over here. I managed to fit in, honestly, a surprising amount of stuff. We got a fridge, we got a full stove, an oven, sink, even some hanging cabinets, and then, you know, microwave, coffee machine, etc. So I think that all looks pretty good. I fit in a very small little dining area over here and a radiator. Not a ton of space, but I wanted to have at least some place that you could like sit down and have a bowl of cereal or whatever after you were done with your kitchen. And then over here, this is just our very small living room area. Just a couch, a side table, a rug, a TV stand, and a TV. Nothing too crazy. But I think altogether, like, it works out pretty well. I think it looks nice. And for such a small space, I think it really gets the job done. As for the bedroom, I kind of hate it. It's just like way too much yellow. Maybe if we sell this, that makes it like a little bit better. Yeah, you know what? Let's maybe just swap the rug out. I do want to have a rug, because I think a rug adds a lot to most rooms. But let's maybe go with like a darker rug. We're going to want to go up to medium size here. And let's just put that like right about there. And scoot it this way just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think that's better. It was just too much yellow. I'm not a huge fan of the yellow walls, honestly. I think I would change it, but I think it's fine. I'm not going to do anything with the garden for this house because, like, it's such a small house that it wouldn't make any real difference. So I think we're ready to go ahead and just sell the place. Let's give it a go and see how we do. So let's see. Looks like we've got about 39,000 into it, give or take. Yeah, okay. So we made a little bit of money. That'll do. Let's see if we can maybe negotiate that up just a little bit. See if we can get like an extra 5. You know what? Let's go for broke. Let's go for like an extra 1,500. Cool. All right. So it's not a ton of money in the grand scheme of things, but hey, we got a nice little house flip out of it, and I think it looks pretty okay. It would be a nice little like one-person home for like a college student or, you know, someone who maybe has like a second apartment for work. Maybe they have like a second apartment out of town and then they go home on weekends or something like that. I don't know. It's a nice little place. So there we go. Another house in the books. And I think it turned out pretty well. We'll probably do another smaller house next because I've got that very large house, the historic house here that I am currently working on. And this thing, this is massive. It's like a multi-day project. But guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.